Once upon a time, in a kingdom where hope had died, there lived a young blacksmith named Arjun who had lost everything. His forge was cold, his family gone, and the entire village had given up on him. But what happened next changed not just his life, but an entire kingdom. This is a story about resilience when the world says quit, and finding light in the darkest hour. Arjun's hands were scarred from years of failed attempts. Every sword he forged would shatter, every tool would break. The other blacksmiths mocked him, saying he was cursed by the gods themselves. One freezing winter morning, Arjun sat outside his workshop, staring at his calloused hands. "Why do I keep trying?" he whispered to the wind. "Perhaps they're right. Perhaps I am meant to fail." That's when an old wanderer appeared at his door. His eyes held ancient wisdom, and his weathered face told stories of 1,000 journeys. "Young blacksmith," he said, "I've been watching you." If you're connecting with this story, subscribe to Wisdom Zones. We're building a community of resilient souls, learning timeless wisdom together. Hit subscribe. What I'm about to share could change how you see your struggles. The wanderer sat beside Arjun and said, "Do you know why your blades break?" Arjun shook his head. "Because you forge them in anger and desperation. Steel remembers the hands that shape it." "Every failure you've had wasn't wasted," the old man continued. "It was teaching you what doesn't work. The strongest steel is forged through the hottest fire and the coldest water. You are that steel." The wanderer handed Arjun a small, rough stone. "This is from the mountains where masters train. Keep it with you. Let it remind you that pressure creates diamonds and heat creates strength." For the first time in months, something shifted in Arjun's heart. Not hope exactly, but something quieter, determination. He returned to his forge, but this time with a different mindset. Subscribe to Wisdom Zones. We share stories of transformation and ancient wisdom every week. If you want to turn your struggles into strength, hit that button now. What happens next will show you the power of persistence. Arjun changed everything. Instead of rushing, he took his time. Instead of cursing each failure, he studied it. Instead of working alone, he watched the masters and asked humble questions. Days turned to weeks, weeks turned to months. His first new blade? Cracked. His second? Bent. But Arjun didn't stop. He remembered the wanderer's words. Steel remembers the hands that shape it. One dawn, after 97 attempts, Arjun lifted a blade from the fire. It gleamed like captured moonlight. He struck it against the anvil. It rang pure and true. He had finally forged perfection. News spread across the kingdom. The blacksmith who everyone had mocked had created a blade so fine, the king himself requested it. But Arjun did something unexpected. He gathered all his broken blades, 96 failures, and melted them down. From their fragments, he forged tools for the poor, plows for farmers, and taught other struggling craftsmen his methods. "Why give away your secrets?" the villagers asked. Arjun smiled, touching the stone in his pocket. "Because resilience isn't keeping light to yourself, it's becoming a torch for others in darkness." Years later, the old wanderer returned. Arjun's workshop was now a school where dozens of craftsmen learned. "You did well, young blacksmith," the old man said with pride. "But master," Arjun replied, "I failed 96 times before I succeeded." The wanderer laughed warmly. "No, my son, you succeeded 97 times. Each failure was a step toward mastery. The greatest lie we tell ourselves is that failure is the opposite of success. Failure is the forge, success is the steel. You cannot have one without the other." 3 things before you go. First, subscribe to Wisdom Zones. We share powerful stories of hope and transformation every week. Second, comment below. What's one thing you're going to stop giving up on today? Remember, your struggles are not signs you're on the wrong path. They're proof you're being forged into something stronger. Like Arjun, you are steel in the making. Every challenge is heating you, shaping you, preparing you for the masterpiece you're becoming. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Until next time, keep forging ahead.